Hello there. This will be my first big video on my channel. I really like to choose my starter format and I'm a competitive player, so I thought I'd try out this little challenge. I check out 10 lots of starters and I pick one Pokemon from each, and then I have to try and reach Master Rank with them. I don't know yet if I'm going to try and go to a high rank in Masters, depending on if this video does well, or at least gets some attention. I might try and go for a high rank before the season ends, but I'm going to try and do this challenge every month with different starters. The way I format these videos will probably be different next time. I'll try and do one video a week of it where I just upload battles, because I can just do a video per rank, something like that. And then probably try to go for high rank on Masters every season, as well as other videos, because I've got other challenges that I've done, but I just haven't edited them yet. So I've got some fun things on the way. I'm just going to let you see my starter choices, and then I'll come back to explain some more. So the first three starters are Empoleon, Seedot, and Gliscor. I really like Empoleon, I really like Gliscor, but water type is quite common, and I have to try and be careful of the 10 Pokemon I'm picking, because I have no idea what any of them are going to be. I also don't know what's currently legal, so I might have to change my answer depending. I think I'm going to go for Gliscor, because I really like Gliscor. I feel like I haven't used a Gliscor in a long time, and water type is common, so I think I'll just end up getting another one anyway. So yeah, so Gliscor is going to be our first Pokemon. Second set of starters, what we got? Regidrago. Well, the Regidrago is not going to be legal, I'm assuming. So we have Raichu and Tandemaus. Mousehold. You know, I'll go with Raichu. Would have been cool if it was a Pikachu, because I probably could have got other than Raichu. But yeah, okay, we'll go with Raichu for this one. Okay, third set of stars. What have we got? See? Water types. I do really like Floatzel. Gumshoe, you're just never the option. Sorry, bud. I really like Floatzel. I actually have a competitive Floatzel already because I like rain teams. But then we've got this guy. I haven't used Greninja in this game, and I'm assuming Greninja would be in regulation. Either way, I'm going to have a water type from this round. I'm actually going to go with this guy, and I'm going to have a Greninja. Our fourth Pokemon is... I mean, I actually wouldn't mind the Braviary, because I can get Hisuian and Braviary. And I've never used him outside of Legends Arceus. Yeah, I'll take him, for sure. You've got our flying type. Number 5. Azumarill Flamigo. See, I already have a water type now. Could just go with Flamigo. Look at this thing. Never actually used it competitively. But it is also Azumarill, which I do like Azumarill. Could take it as a spare water type, but I think I am actually going to go with Flamigo, because I've never used Flamigo competitively, and I like the little derpy guy. Number 6, and we got these are pretty cool. I like Tinkerton. I like Bellybolt. What's our team look like currently? See, I have an electric type now, which is annoying because I actually really like Bellybolt. I think I take the Tinkerton. That was a fairy type, that was steel type, and Rampardos isn't the greatest. Yeah, I think I'm taking Tinkerton this time. Number 7. I mean, Garchomp's the obvious answer, right? We already have a water type, but Quagsire is good bulk. So we'll go with Garchomp. Number 8. Okay. Grimmsnarl is a very useful Pokemon. You are a good boy, but I'm not going to take you. I think I take Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is quite good. You can set up screens and stuff as well, which does help if I do want the extra bulk on the team, and like ways of setting up. So yeah, I'll take Grimmsnarl. Useful Pokemon. Number 9. Okay, I do also need grass type, but I do want fire type. I really like Serena. I haven't used Serena that much in competitive battling, but it's also an Ivysaur, and Venusaur's a cool guy. It is a lot of physical, so I think I go for Ivysaur just because it's a lot of physical. Yeah, I think we go with Ivysaur purely just because I have a lot of physical attackers already. Okay, and our final member of the team is Staraptor, Alomomola, and Cinderace. Well, I need a fire type, so Cinderace is going to be the one. So another starter. But yeah, I'm not going to take Alomomola, Staraptor. I do love Staraptor, but we're not going to take him. We have Braviary. We already have water type, so I don't want Alomomola, and we do need this guy. That's our 10 members. And now I've got to figure out what I'm doing with those, and we're going to try and rank up in comp. I tried to do something with each Pokemon, so I didn't want the challenge to just be the same 6 Pokemon, at least until I got to higher ranks. So there is some stats that I'll put on screen as well that will show what each Pokemon did. Some of them didn't do much because I got to a point where I needed to use a better team. The main team ended up being Raichu, Greninja, Venusaur, Cinderace, Flamigo, and Garchomp. But realistically, it basically became Flamigo, Cinderace, and Raichu. And then later levels, once Dragonite became a problem, I then switched in Garchomp, because Garchomp wasn't on the main team initially, as a way of dealing with Dragonite. So the main team, by the end, was Flamigo, Garchomp, Venusaur, or Flamigo, Garchomp, Raichu, which is why they've done the most. And I put Garchomp as, like, tied for MVP, even though Flamigo got most of the KOs, because Garchomp is the reason why I basically beat Dragonite every other time. Because once I had Garchomp, Dragonite was not much of a problem. But there's also some KOs, there's some stuff not accounted for because I didn't record. It was like a chunk where I was just vibing out playing, so I didn't record those matches. So Flamigo's probably closer to like 80 KOs, if I was to guess. Flamigo just carried the whole thing. I was surprised to see that competitive hasn't changed much since the start of Scarlet and Violet, where I'm just running into the same teams I was back then, apart from obviously some new additions like Archilodon, Ursaluna, and Primarina. Those are the only Pokemon I saw that weren't from the base game throughout this entire thing. Apart from, well, I saw one-offs, but those ones are the only ones that are in constantly. I thought people would be a bit more creative now that there's a lot more Pokemon in the game, but no, it's basically just Terra Normal, Dragonite. That's it. Everyone just runs that. So that's why Dragonite became a problem, because choice banded Terra Normal Dragonite basically killed everything on my team until I got Garchomp. Although I have different typings and stuff, as a cohesive team, it's not the craziest. It just can't deal with the meta that people run until I obviously played around it. I'll also have the sets on screen and some gameplay, so you can see all the things I used. There's some things not accounted for, but I tried to use a lot of fun stuff, especially early on. One specific set that I really liked using was Focus Punch Raichu, just because it's something different. I like running some goofy, funny stuff. So Focus Punch Raichu was pretty good, and it actually did work straight away. Unfortunately, one of the Pokemon I was most hyped for was the Braviary, until I found out, you know what, it doesn't actually do anything. I did run other sets other than the one I show on screen, but yeah, this Pokemon doesn't really do much. You can make it do well. It's one of those things where, in a 6v6 format, I would really like this Pokemon, but in ranked 3v3, I'm not a massive fan of this. It's the same with a few Pokemon on the team, are way better in 6v6 format than a 3v3, because as you see from my final team, I basically just ran offense. There was no defensive Pokemon essentially apart from Garchomp. So it's one of those things where it just fits the format better to just go offensive. Court Change Cinderace was really cool because I was seeing a lot of Alola Ninetales. They'd set up Aurora Veil, so then I'd just switch it to my side and then I could sweep with Cinderace or Flamigo. There's some other stuff. I ran Banded Greninja instead of a specially offensive Greninja, because I feel I've always ran him special, so I enjoyed using the physical Greninja. There's defensive Garchomp though, so I chose to run him defensive because of Dragonite, but defensive Garchomp's actually really good, because a lot of the problems for my team could also be Sashtomons, so Stealth Rocks and then Dragon Tail stuff out. This also stops Pokemon setting up on me, because it's quite rare that Garchomp would get one-shot by anything, because if he was going to get one-shot, it'd be an Ice move and I just Terra to make sure that I can Dragon Tail him out. And actually, so in all of Garchomp's KOs, I think 90% of those KOs are from Ruskin, Rocky Helmet, or Stealth Rocks. He very rarely actually KO'd Pokemon, which shows how well the defensive Chomp worked, is that he got some of the highest KOs on the team, and it wasn't even through attacking. Yeah, sadly, Gliscor, which is another Pokemon I like, and Grimmsnarl, I didn't really use them. I used them a tiny bit at the start, and then they just kind of fell off, because Grimmsnarl can be very useful, but just go fast offense. I had 3 U-turners and a Volt Switcher on the team, so I was constantly pivoting as well, which is really good. But yeah, overall, I quite enjoyed the team. I was surprised at how much Flamigo went crazy, though. Once I realized how good he is, and how much people really underestimate him, because I think people don't realize as well in battle. I think this changed a bit when I got the higher ladder, because people know a bit more about it. To be fair, I didn't run into too many people that really knew what they were doing. There was only 2 battles I really enjoyed throughout the entire run to Masters, and it was 2 people just not running generic teams. They were really fun. My favorite battle is against the Bronzong, Weezing, and Low Kicks team. That was a really fun battle. The person clearly knew what they were doing. They were switching around and stuff, and that was a really fun battle to do. All the other battles were pretty much, they felt the same, because everyone was just doing the same thing. They didn't really know. And the amount of people that went into Goldango on Flamigo, and Flamigo just close combats because that was scrappy. But yeah, Flamigo ended up being really good. I just started hard going for Flamigo wins as soon as I realized how well it is, because a strong fighting type in the meta people run, like strong fighting types just kill everything. That's why Dragonite was used a lot, because Dragonite was the only thing that could come in on Flamigo. Most other stuff just died. It would either get 2-hit KO'd if they switched in, or they just flat out get one shot. I'm happy I chose it when I did. Yeah, no, that's about everything I need to explain. Got a bunch of battles for you to watch if you just want to chill out and watch in the background with the remixes in the background by Glitch, which if you don't know who Glitch is or don't listen to any of the music, you really should check them out. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it here. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.